Hello there, I'm Gav.
I'm Dan.
We're the Slow-Mo guys. Sometimes, Dan, I give you little tasks, don't I?
You do?
The most recent task, build me a rocket.
Which on paper sounds, you know, beyond my skill level, my pay grade.
Yeah.
But being the janky, unbelievable engineer I am,
Yeah.
for you today, I'm going to build a solid fuel rocket out of a melon and some sparklers.
Yeah, for some reason, this is quite a common thing. There's a lot of videos of this online of people shoving unhealthy amounts of sparklers up a melon and just using the thrust to propel the melon.
It's a very scientific approach.
It's similar to when we had all the like match heads in the blender. It's sort of like when you get a lot of that material in one place, it just creates so much gas, it just has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And if you put a melon on a skateboard, it goes somewhere. Should we have this for lunch?
I mean, there's a lot of melons, so yeah, why not? Make a nice little hole, kind of relatively circular. Not too big, because we want to increase the pressure. Make like a ventricle, I think it's called. Well, not a ventricle, oh, I've forgotten the word now, it's been years.
Venturi?
Venturi, that's the one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give this knife a little wash, aren't I?
Is that one of our SOG knives?
It is, yeah.
We last used this knife when we shot a little air pistol into it, didn't we?
Yeah, managed to split it up. Big bit.
Oh, I don't backwash into the melon hole.
I'm not asking you to eat out the melon. Oh yeah, I just backwashed in the melon hole, didn't I?
All right, that's your one then, is it?
Yeah, well, we've got loads. So. That's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah. What's happened?
Oh, well, I'm using this tube and it's just like ejecting bits of melon at the end.
Oh!
I wasn't expecting that.
There's enough pressure to move the melon all the way up the tube.
Yeah. Oh, it's all just flying out. Oh, this is... I need to put a cap on this or something.
What's the name of this? It's not... What's the opposite of a siphon?
A bifon?
It's a melon bifon. There's something so disturbing about just the top of this little pipe.
Just ejecting bits.
It's like really... It's like oddly efficient. It's like somehow the perfect tool. So we're going to pop the melon on a skateboard, aren't we? And see if it'll travel this short track. So how many in one melon are we going for?
Let's see, I reckon 1,000.
1,000 per melon?
1,000 per melon, yeah. These ones are red. We've also got green and blue.
It's always quite intimidating seeing giant bundles of stuff that you usually only hold one of.
I don't think you're supposed to hold this many, yeah. You might be right. 1, 2, 3.
This looks like you're loading a cannon, but it's...
5, 6, 7.
All right.
Perfect.
I'm running this 4K Phantom at 500 frames a second just to give me a slightly longer recording time because I don't know how long this will take. And for the tight shot, I'm on the T4040 at 10,000 frames a second. Hopefully to see some of the rear combustion. Conditions are good.
Yep.
Still day, gleaming weather.
I'm just going to stand here with this, let it to get fully lit, move it out the way, and then see it propel.
All right.
All right?
Yeah.
I don't want it to like go off before it's lit properly, you know?
Why wouldn't we want that?
Well, because if you're getting the most of the rocket action, could be over there somewhere.
Just means you have to be bloody close to it.
I mean, I've got this extender pole, look.
I'm pretty much good to go over here.
Okay, I think I'm good to go as well. This is going to be, I hope this works. Whoa! Good Lord! Did we have too many in there? We might have had too many.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
That was such a sudden bomb.
Potentially we put too many in.
Had some thrust.
That had thrust, all right. That's what it did have. That was more powerful than I was expecting. Oh my goodness.
I like being pleasantly surprised. You see the cloud it put out? It like put us in the shade.
It was serious. Like I was expecting like a 20-second burn. And look at the runoff it got.
I wonder if we saw anything other than smoke.
Well, because of the way the wind was, this side, I saw it.
Oh yeah, I think I got the smoke.
Oh, you got the smoke.
Yeah.
Do you know what that means?
Got to do it again.
Got to do it again.
Yep.
Maybe we'll make the hole a little bit bigger at the back,
Yeah.
so it's not quite so confined.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we'll put slightly fewer in. We'll do another unmanned test flight,
Yeah.
see how that goes, and then we'll think about standing on it. All right?
Jeez.
Unmanned launch with the sticks in, slightly bigger wall on the old Melon,
Yep.
thicker wall, so hopefully it'll stay a bit more intact.
I've lowered the exposure on all cameras.
Have you?
It's bright.
Okay. And the wind is coming this way now, so hopefully you'll actually see something.
Yeah.
Wow. It didn't explode that time.
Didn't explode. Didn't go as far either.
Didn't go as far.
Must have had less beans. Look at that.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice that. It's like we've created a cloud.
Oh dear. Just shows the heat, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's a very different effect.
Oh, it seems hotter when it's blue.
It's white, and I turned the exposure down as well. Look how bright the blue makes it look white. That's insane.
It does. There was like a little break there where it sort of half combusted. Look at all of it guffing out.
That legitimately looks like a rocket launch. Like the way it's all lighting up the inside of the smoke. That is mental.
The slow-mo makes the scale look huge.
I'm going to turn it on its side. There you go.
That looks like it's ginormous.
If we did a model rocket and had this level of solid fuel inside, I think that would be a legitimate looking rocket launch effect.
I think we, by doing this, have saved film studios from using CGI and spending millions on rocket launches. Just get a Melon and a bunch of blue sparklers. There you go. So
These are incredibly smoky sparklers, and we're actually not able to see the ejection of the sparklers. You can kind of see it there under the light.
because the way you get the colour is with metals burning, right?
Right.
But that increases the burn rate, so it just explodes basically, and it also makes it really smoky. So you can get ones that are just sort of regular sparklers without the colour. There's less smoke and there's more of an even burn.
And they're on the way, so we'll have to wait a bit and then we'll revisit with some more visibility.
Yeah.
A brief interruption now for the sponsor of this video, Henson Shaving. It's basically a high quality razor with a single disposable razor blade on the top. And what I like about this company is that they don't seem to use any plastic, even in the packaging materials. And there's no subscription model, so there's no recurring costs. You can actually buy 100 disposable razor blades in a box this size, and that'll last about 5 years worth of shaving. If you use the code SLOWMO guys, you'll get this 100 pack for free. Get 20 of those, you're good for a century. As a company that also has involvement making aerospace parts, a lot of focus is put into the precision of the machining process of the razor itself. The disposable blade is very thin and sits between two pieces of metal, and the razor actually only sticks out by about 1/3 of a millimeter. This combination of the tiny blade exposure plus the elimination of flex means it's a very smooth and safe razor to use. And I've been enjoying it. If you're a regular trimmer, I think you'll like this razor. Make sure you check out the link in the description below. Use the code SLOWMO guys in the checkout. And big thanks to Henson Shaving for sponsoring the channel.
We've got the sparklers that don't have the colours in, so I'm hoping that they're going to be less smoky. You ready?
Yep. Oh, here we go. Flipping heck, it's well different without the smoke.
Flipping went all over the gaff. Jeez. It's bad. No, not that. Forget that.
Oh.
Forget that.
Oh.
I wasn't wearing my lab coat. And I put it down in the camera shot over there.
Yeah. You cooked it?
Caught fire.
Bloody hell, when?
After the thing, I was like, oh, my lab coat. And I saw it, it was just on fire. And I was like, oh God. And I put it out.
We've got new damage to the lab coat.
We've got new...
That hasn't happened in ages. Oh no!
New lab coat damage to the undamaged sleeve.
That's your good sleeve?
Oh, no, that's my bad
that's
sleeve.
the bad sleeve. Oh, phew.
Look at it's crispy. All the sparklers went way further than I expected them to.
They shot out miles.
They shot out, I think one of them landed over here. I did not, one of them's on here.
Bloody hell. Good job we didn't have the box of other sparklers out here.
Yeah. I'm gutted, but also kind of happy because it's more damage to the lab coat. It hasn't been damaged in a long time. Because it started off super slow, like I was like, oh, it's not going to go anywhere. And then it took off.
Yeah, it has to hit that back row, I think.
It just, the like packed in back row, and then it just goes, see ya! We've got our little pilot lights lit. That's just
gooey, isn't
goo,
it?
yeah.
Look at that. It's like lava.
It is. It's really kicking out some power now. You can see how furious the flames are.
And look how long and thin that jet is now.
Whoa! That's the acceleration right there. All that stuff getting chucked back miles. One of those landed on my lab coat. One of them.
Look at that. You can see the difference between the flames on the ones that are spat out, almost stationary, compared to the very fast flame that's coming from inside the chamber.
The chamber. The chamber. I love it. Being all scientific about a melon. Yeah, we were foolish to use wooden boards to do this on.
I like we came back to do it again and still use the wooden boards.
Yeah. Look, it's done a
Bit of a
wheelie.
wheelie.
Yeah. Having watched it myself, I think the danger area is behind the melon, where all the sparklers fly out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to craft this little shield here, stick a melon on the back,
And you're going to be...
and I'm going to be here. And I'm going to see if I can ride the Melon rocket-propelled longboard.
Well, I don't think a lot of people can say that.
Things that I've done, check.
I'm going to man this one.
All right.
So any sort of smug look you can pull off, just fire down this. I'll see if I can get it.
So just look like I normally do. Kind of want another practice, but...
Now! Yeah, if you can do that, that's going to be class.
Oh, I can't do the smug face because my mouth is covered.
That's fair.
Should I take it
The
out?
smugness will be implied. No, let's protect your area.
I mean, I think I'll be all right, to be honest.
No, let's just be safe.
All right.
The three S's: safety, smugness, slow-mo.
Ah.
All right?
All right.
All right, let's do it. You're basically just strapped to a rocket now.
Essentially, yeah. Except I'm not even strapped to it. I could just fall off it at any moment. I didn't give it much of a kick. Whoa! Look at that. It's just boked it out. Yeah, it just proper chunked it out. Look at that. You can't actually see it here, but I'm doing the smuggest face I possibly can.
I can feel like through your posture, it's gleaning through. It's getting to us.
Just chilling. Look at all the gaps coming out the back.
That's the messiest rocket, the messiest engine.
It didn't have as much power as it did without me on the board. It didn't do any wheelies in the end. Instead,
more of an endo.
yeah, it just dumped me into the ground.
Wow.
That was kind of fun, actually.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah. I'd do it again. I'd do it on the weekends. I'd make a little hobby of it, I think. We need a cooler word than just watermelon rocket, though.
I feel like it's going to be limited to drag races because it doesn't really have the fuel. It doesn't have the endurance.
We'll iron out these problems, okay?
Yeah.
We'll think about it a little bit and get back to you.
I'm imagining 10 people in a line, all going about 8 feet. All right, let's get a final shot of just the melon, the glory of the melon.
Just The melon glory. All right. Okay, so I'm going to pack it full of, again, a cheeky K
Yeah.
of sparklers.
And I'm just going to look down into the old
The
hole.
abyss. Yeah.
I might have to abandon ship here.
What are you?
Yeah.
You too close to the action, you reckon?
Well, it's sizable.
I don't know. I think you're good.
All right, let's see the old volcano.
Here we go. I'm just going to start with the little one. Okay, moving away.
All right, here comes the chaos.
Whoa!
That was no joke. That was actually like a volcano.
How was that? It seemed more powerful than when we had it sideways. You nailed the exposure for the flames there.
You can see that when it's all collected together, it's like a combined heat.
Like a little hot spot.
Yeah, that's an absolute volcano.
Yeah, so that's an eruption there.
This would make bits of just string. What is that?
I think
it's the rubber band.
Yeah, it's the elastic band.
There's loads of things different here. Like one, it's all being shot directly upwards. The melon is technically being just pushed down into the ground, but it's not as easy for everything to slip out. So it has to combine into globs, which go into the melon and then get sent out as balls of liquid.
That's interesting. It does look pretty epic for what it is.
Yeah, if you needed like a good volcano for your like Lego town, this would be great. I went for a crash zoom in the middle of this shot too,
Nice.
just to get close to the action.
I think you did it at the perfect time. Look at it, it's morphing. It's like a growing
God.
blob. It's like anti-gravity almost.
Whoa, we must have lost like 300 sticks there.
Remember,
Look at this. These little sparks. The actual sparks of the sparkler are so tiny and dim compared to the combined glob and lava of it.
it's just wibbling around.
Did you chuck in the one ring?
I did, yeah.
You just got it in there just right before it went up.
Yeah.
Make a good bean hole.
What's a bean hole?
I'll tell you later. That was surprisingly epic footage, I think.
I'm not actually that surprised.
You thought it'd be like that?
Well, I thought it would be a ridiculous kind of cool sight, right?
Yeah.
Being propelled by a melon. Not the most practical mode of transport, I would say.
No, and I'm still not sure of the conversion from melon power to horsepower.
Yeah, and you'd have to refuel every sort of 10 feet.
You need like a pit crew to jack you up and
Come
replace
in.
the melon. Someone balling out a melon really fast. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the old school vibes of that Slow-Mo Guys video. Make sure you subscribe if you like slow-mo, and we'll see you next time. How are we going to fix that lab coat?
Can you get like patches or something? To be fair, it's my bad arm. I don't use it anyway.
That's fair.
So it's all right.
Yeah.
If it was this one, I'd be devastated.
Oh, tragedy.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, we'll just leave it.
I'm just a bit upset that I wasn't wearing it at the time, to be honest. But then I kind of would have noticed that it was happening, I think.
It's probably good that you weren't wearing it.
Yeah.